What if some of the best tools for aging well are already sitting in your kitchen, your garden, or your local grocery store? I'm not talking about miracle cures or turning back the clock. I'm talking about real, well-researched plants that can support your heart, your brain, your joints, and your skin as you get older. The kind of support that actually holds up when scientists study it. Today, we're going through 15 of them. Some you'll know well. A couple might surprise you. And I promise, nothing here is about chasing youth. It's about giving your body good tools to age well, comfortably, and on your own terms. I want to be upfront about something too. You'll hear a lot of channels out there promising that a certain tea or herb will reverse aging or add decades to your life. That's not what we're doing here. Everything in this video is grounded in real, published research, and I'll be honest with you about where the science is strong and where it's still developing. My goal isn't to sell you a miracle. It's to give you good information you can actually use and actually trust. Before we get started, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We post a new video every week on natural, sensible ways to support your health as you age. Now, let's get into it. 1. Green tea has been part of daily life in many cultures for thousands of years, and modern research backs up a lot of what people have long believed about it. Green tea is rich in a group of antioxidants called catechins, especially one called EGG. Antioxidants help your body deal with everyday cellular wear and tear, the kind that adds up over the years. Research has linked regular green tea drinking with better markers of heart health and some protective effects for skin exposed to sun damage. There's also research connecting green tea to healthy cholesterol levels and better blood sugar regulation, both of which matter more as we get older. And for those concerned about caffeine, green tea generally has less than coffee, plus an amino acid called L-theanine that seems to smooth out the effects, so you get alertness without as much jitteriness. It won't erase wrinkles or add years to your life on its own, but a cup or two a day is a simple, low-risk habit with real supporting research behind it. If you're not used to the taste, a splash of honey or a squeeze of lemon makes it much more approachable. A quick brewing tip: water that's too hot can make green tea bitter and may actually degrade some of the beneficial compounds. Water just off the boil, around 175 to 185 degrees Fahrenheit, tends to give a smoother cup while preserving more of the antioxidants. 2. Turmeric is the spice behind curcumin, one of the most studied plant compounds in the world. Thousands of studies and counting. Curcumin has well-documented anti-inflammatory properties, and chronic, low-grade inflammation is something researchers increasingly connect to many conditions that become more common with age: joint discomfort, heart issues, and more. Some studies suggest curcumin may support brain health as well, though human research here is still developing. Many people specifically reach for turmeric for joint comfort, and there's a reasonable body of research supporting its use alongside standard care for things like mild osteoarthritis discomfort. It's not a replacement for medical treatment, but it's a food-based option worth discussing with your doctor if joint stiffness is something you deal with. One practical note: curcumin on its own is poorly absorbed. It's often paired with black pepper, which contains piperine, to help your body actually use it. That's why you'll often see the two combined in supplements, and why a pinch of black pepper in your turmeric tea or golden milk isn't just for flavor. If you'd rather get turmeric from food than a supplement, cooking with the fresh or dried spice regularly, always alongside a bit of black pepper and a source of fat like olive oil, is a perfectly reasonable way to work it into your routine without worrying about dosing. 3. Panax ginseng has centuries of use in traditional medicine, and modern studies are looking closely at why. Ginseng is classified as an adaptogen, a plant that may help your body handle physical and mental stress a bit more efficiently. Research has explored its effects on energy levels, mental clarity, and immune function, especially in older adults. Some studies also look at skin benefits from topical ginseng extracts. There are a few different types worth knowing about. American ginseng and Korean, or Asian, ginseng are the most commonly studied. and they can have slightly different effects, so it's worth doing a little homework or asking a knowledgeable herbalist which type fits your goals. As with most herbal supplements, it can interact with certain medications, including blood thinners and diabetes medications, so it's worth a quick conversation with your doctor or pharmacist before adding it in. Most studies use standardized extracts rather than raw root, so if you decide to try it, a reputable supplement brand with third-party testing will generally give you more consistent results than loose root or unregulated products. 4. Ginkgo trees are among the oldest tree species alive today, and the leaves have been used medicinally for a very long time. Ginkgo is best known for research around blood flow, particularly circulation to the brain. Some studies have looked at ginkgo's effects on memory and mental sharpness in older adults, with mixed but genuinely interesting results. It's one of the more heavily studied herbal supplements for cognitive support. Some smaller studies have also looked at ginkgo's role in supporting healthy circulation to the extremities, which can be relevant for people who experience cold hands and feet, or general circulation concerns as they age. As always, because it can affect blood clotting, it's important to check with your doctor before combining it with blood-thinning medications, including common ones like aspirin or warfarin. Ginkgo is usually taken as a standardized extract rather than eaten fresh, since the raw seeds and leaves contain compounds that can be irritating in large amounts. If you're curious about trying it, look for products standardized to specific percentages of the active compounds, which is how most of the research studies were conducted. Quick pause here. If you're finding this helpful so far, drop a comment and let me know which plant surprised you the most. I read every single one. 5. Aloe vera has a long history as a skin remedy, and there's good reason for that. The gel contains compounds that support skin hydration and may help soothe minor burns, irritation, and dryness, all things that become more common as skin thins with age. Aloe is also being studied for oral use in supporting blood sugar and digestive comfort, though that research is less settled than its use on skin. If you keep a small aloe plant at home, the fresh gel can be applied directly to minor skin irritation or dry patches. Store-bought gels work too. Just look for ones with minimal added ingredients, since some products contain fragrances or alcohol that can be irritating to sensitive, aging skin. Aloe is also a genuinely low-maintenance plant to grow indoors, so if you enjoy gardening, keeping one on a sunny windowsill gives you a ready supply without needing to buy anything. Pomegranates are packed with polyphenols, plant compounds your gut bacteria break down into other beneficial substances. One of those, called urolithin A, is being actively researched for its role in supporting healthy mitochondria, the energy-producing parts of your cells. Some human studies have linked pomegranate consumption with better exercise capacity and markers of cardiovascular health in older adults. Pomegranate juice and seeds have also been studied for their effects on blood pressure and arterial health, and some research suggests benefits for joint comfort as well. If fresh pomegranates feel like too much effort to de-seed, unsweetened pomegranate juice or dried arils are a convenient alternative. Just keep an eye on added sugar in bottled juices. Reading the label for 100% juice, no added sugar, makes a real difference nutritionally. 6. Blueberries are one of the most antioxidant-dense foods you can eat, thanks largely to compounds called anthocyanins. Several studies, including some in older adults, have linked regular blueberry consumption to improvements in memory and certain aspects of brain function. They're also associated with better markers of heart health, including blood pressure and artery function. Frozen blueberries retain nearly all the same nutritional benefits as fresh ones, and are often more affordable and available year-round. So don't feel like you need to seek out fresh berries specifically. A handful in oatmeal, yogurt, or a smoothie is an easy way to build the habit. They're inexpensive, easy to add to almost any meal, and one of the more consistently supported brain foods in nutrition research. Other dark berries, like blackberries and blackcurrants, contain similar compounds, so if blueberries aren't easy to find, those are reasonable substitutes. 7. Peppermint is mostly known for freshening breath, but it has a longer research history than people realize. Studies have looked at peppermint's role in digestive comfort, particularly for symptoms like bloating and indigestion, as well as its mild anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. It's also been studied for potential benefits to alertness and mental focus. Peppermint tea after a meal is a common and pleasant way to use it, and peppermint oil capsules have been studied specifically for digestive discomfort, though those should be used under medical guidance since they're more concentrated. One thing worth knowing: peppermint can worsen symptoms for people with acid reflux, since it relaxes the muscle that keeps stomach acid down. So if that's something you deal with, it's worth discussing with your doctor first. 8. Thyme isn't just a cooking herb. It contains compounds like thymol and rosmarinic acid that have been studied for antioxidant and antimicrobial properties. Some laboratory research has looked at thyme's effects on cellular aging processes, though this work is still largely preliminary and mostly done outside the human body. What's well established is thyme's long history of supporting respiratory and immune health, and it's often used in teas and steams for that reason. Cooking with thyme regularly is a simple, low-effort way to add these compounds to your diet without needing supplements at all. It pairs naturally with soups, roasted vegetables, and proteins. A cup of thyme tea, made by steeping fresh or dried leaves in hot water for about 10 minutes, is also a traditional remedy for a scratchy throat or mild cough. 9. Ashwagandha is one of the most researched adaptogens in Ayurvedic medicine, and it's earned real attention from modern science too. Multiple studies point to ashwagandha's ability to help lower cortisol, the stress hormone, and support better sleep and stress resilience. Some research has also looked at its role in supporting muscle strength and endurance in older adults, which matters a lot for maintaining independence and mobility as we age. It's also been studied for its potential effects on thyroid function, which is worth knowing if you have a thyroid condition. This is another one to run by your doctor first, especially if you're on thyroid medication. Ashwagandha is typically taken as a root extract, often in capsule or powder form, mixed into warm milk, which is the traditional preparation. Results in studies generally build over several weeks of consistent use, rather than appearing immediately, so it's not the kind of thing to expect overnight effects from. If you're enjoying this, now's a great time to hit that like button. It really helps this video reach more people who could use it. 10. Amla, also known as Indian gooseberry, is exceptionally high in vitamin C, which plays a direct role in collagen production, the protein responsible for skin structure and elasticity. Beyond skin, amla has been studied for its antioxidant content and its potential role in supporting healthy blood sugar and cholesterol levels. It's a staple in Ayurvedic medicine and increasingly showing up in nutrition research more broadly. Amla is also traditionally used for hair and scalp health, and while the research here is less robust than for skin and metabolic health, it remains a popular ingredient in hair oils and traditional treatments across South Asia. Fresh amla can be quite sour and astringent, so it's often taken as a juice, dried powder, or in candied form, which makes it easier to work into a daily routine. 11. Shatavari is a traditional Ayurvedic herb most associated with women's health, particularly around hormonal transitions like menopause. Research suggests it may help ease symptoms like hot flashes and support mood balance during these transitions. It's also being studied for general antioxidant and immune-supporting properties. Shatavari is sometimes used alongside dietary and lifestyle changes as part of a broader approach to menopausal symptom management, rather than as a standalone treatment. As with other adaptogens, it's worth discussing with a healthcare provider, especially around hormone-related conditions or if you're on hormone therapy. 12. Licorice root has a long history across multiple traditional medicine systems, and its anti-inflammatory compounds are well documented. It's commonly used topically for skin tone and irritation, and some of its compounds have been studied for supporting digestive comfort, including occasional heartburn and stomach upset. One important note: licorice can affect blood pressure and interacts with certain medications, so it's best used in moderation and with medical guidance, especially for anyone with hypertension or kidney concerns. D-glycyrrhizated licorice, often labeled DGL, is a version with the blood pressure affecting compound removed, and it's generally considered a gentler option for digestive use, and one many people find more suitable for regular, longer-term use. 13. Flaxseed is a genuinely strong pick for heart health. It's rich in omega-3 fatty acids, lignans, and fiber. Research consistently links flaxseed consumption with improved cholesterol levels and cardiovascular markers. The lignans also have mild antioxidant and hormone-balancing properties, and the fiber supports digestive health and a healthy gut microbiome, increasingly recognized as important as we age. Ground flaxseed is more easily absorbed by the body than whole seeds, so that's worth keeping in mind. Whole flax seeds often pass through the digestive system undigested. A tablespoon or two of ground flaxseed stirred into oatmeal, yogurt, or a smoothie is an easy daily habit to build. It's best stored in the refrigerator once ground, since the healthy fats can go rancid fairly quickly at room temperature. If there's one category with the most consistent research behind it for healthy aging, it's dark leafy greens. Spinach, kale, and their relatives are loaded with vitamins K, A, C, folate, and compounds like lutein and zeaxanthin. 14-lutein and 15-zeaxanthin are specifically linked to eye health and may help reduce age-related vision decline, including conditions like macular degeneration. Vitamin K supports bone density, which becomes especially important for reducing fracture risk as we age. Folate plays a role in healthy cell function, and the nitrates in leafy greens support healthy blood flow and blood pressure. This is genuinely one of the best supported dietary patterns for long-term health at any age, and unlike many of the herbs and supplements we've covered, there's no real risk of interaction or overdose from eating more leafy greens as part of a balanced diet. One exception worth knowing: if you take blood thinners like warfarin, the vitamin K in leafy greens can affect how the medication works, so it's worth keeping your intake consistent day to day and talking with your doctor about how much fits your routine, rather than avoiding greens altogether. So that's 15 plants, each with real research behind at least part of what they offer, from heart and brain health to skin, digestion, and mobility. Here's the honest truth: none of these are a fountain of youth, and anyone who tells you otherwise is selling something. What they can do is support your body's own systems, reduce some of the wear and tear of daily life, and help you feel your best as the years go on. That's worth a lot. The best approach isn't chasing the newest trend, it's building small, consistent habits. A cup of green tea, a spoonful of ground flaxseed, a daily serving of leafy greens. Over months and years, these small choices genuinely add up. If all 15 of these feel like a lot to take in at once, don't worry about trying everything today. Pick one or two that stood out to you, work them into your week, and build from there. Sustainable habits beat a drawer full of supplements you try once and forget about. And a quick reminder before we wrap up: if you're on medication or managing a health condition, it's always worth checking with your doctor or pharmacist before adding any new herb or supplement to your routine. Some of these, like licorice, ginkgo, and ashwagandha, can interact with common medications, so a quick conversation can go a long way towards staying safe while you explore these options. I'd love to know, which of these 15 are you already using, and which one are you excited to try? Drop it in the comments below. I read every single one, and I love hearing what's working for you. If this video was helpful, please give it a like, and consider subscribing to Seniors Wellness Roots so you don't miss next week's video. We're building a community here about aging well, with information you can actually trust. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.